Welcome back to my channel, friends, and thank you all so much for being here this week for a new video. In today's video, I'm excited because we're gonna go thrifting again, and I'm gonna bring you along for hunting for spring pieces. I really want to find some more vintage spring pieces and just see what all we can find. I love to decorate in a very vintage cottage style, so if you love that type of decor and you love to go thrifting, I would love to bring you along and see what all we can find. I want to go to a few different Goodwills and then also maybe a little local store or two and just see what we can find. So I will see you as soon as we get to the first store. I'm very excited to be bringing you all along for another Goodwill thrifting video today. I love to film these videos so much. They're so fun. And like I mentioned, we're going to go to 2 or 3 different Goodwills and then to one locally owned thrift store. So let's get to thrifting. I really scored in the books this week. I found several books that I've been on the hunt for, and then some really pretty gardening and flower books. I finally found this book that I've been looking for by Elizabeth Elliot. I love her biblical perspective, and I was so excited to find this, and I just had fun looking through all the books. They had so many good treasures at this Goodwill this day, and I can't wait to share with you all what all we found. Looking through all these gardening books also reminds me to tell you all that I am working on my spring decorating. I'm just taking my time with it this year and decorating slowly throughout the season as I get ideas and as I feel inspired to decorate. So I definitely do not have it completely done yet, but as soon as I do, I will definitely share with you my spring home tour this April. It's one of my most favorite videos to do, so I can't wait to get everything finished and share that with you. Now we're at the next Goodwill, and I found some really nice pieces over in the glassware and the homeware section. I found this Roseville, Ohio pottery mug. I love this so much. Look at the beautiful blue stripes and just the shape and quality of this is such a nice piece. And then I also found several nice buffalo china restaurant wear mugs. However, they did have some staining on the inside, so I decided to leave those behind. And then they also had this McCoy mixing bowl for only $3.99. They had so many good baskets, perfect if you're needing some organization. Definitely check the thrift store first for baskets. I know that you've heard me say that over and over, but I always like to remind you all because organizational baskets can get so expensive and they're usually all over the thrift stores, and it's so much cheaper and just more sustainable to buy them secondhand. And I love to look for baskets at the thrift store. I love this one. It's the perfect size for like some pantry organization. And then I also found some more of these square baskets, and I love the size and the shape of these. They're perfect for organizing drawers, or like if you have a drawer in one of your hutches or china cabinets, they're perfect to organize your linens in, and just lots of little areas like that. So that's why I love these, and they were only $1.99 each. I love these mason jars with the handle. I was so excited to find this ball mason jar for $1.99. It's a large quart size, and I definitely brought that home. I'm excited to make some refreshing summer teas and drink them out of that glass. They also had this one, but it did have a small chip, so I decided to leave it behind. Another tip I always like to mention, and I know this is probably so self-explanatory, but also don't forget to look under things, especially on like that bottom row. A lot of times things will just get tossed around and end up on top of each other. So I moved a couple trays and I spotted this Currier & Ives autumn tray, and I love this scene so much. I already own this tray, but I just love it for fall, and I thought it would be so pretty for fall in our antique booth, so I did pick that up for only 99 cents. So definitely don't forget to always check every aisle and look under things if things are like piled up or stacked on top of each other. Now we are in St. Teresa's thrift shop, and I found this beautiful pie dish, and here's a look at a few of the other goodies that we found. My husband was carrying it around in this really gorgeous picnic basket that he found, and it was just precious, so I wanted to share a little glimpse at what we found in here. We love St. Teresa's. And then I ran into Goodwill again one day after I got out of class this week, and I spotted this cute Currier & Ives plate and then this really nice basket. I actually got this to use for our food storage. I don't think I showed the basket in the haul because I had already put it away, but I used this to store some snacks in our food cabinet in the kitchen. Okay friends, I am so excited to share with you all of my finds from this week. I found some really beautiful pieces that I'm so excited about, so I will get right on into it and share with you this haul. I will start out with the St. Teresa's thrift store items first because I only got a few things from in there, and then we will move on into all of the Goodwill items. I found so many amazing pieces at Goodwill this week, so I'm just excited to get on into it. The first most exciting piece that I found is this amazing picnic basket. You all know how much I love picnic baskets, and I have been on the hunt for one like this for so long. I passed up on one last spring that I have regretted ever since. Every time I think about that picnic basket, I always am sad that I didn't get it, but now I finally found another one that has the same style lid where it opens in the middle. It was $5.99 at the St. Teresa thrift store, and I used it to carry home my other little goodies that we got from in there. So I will pull those out and share them with you next. I grabbed 3 Jeanette oak books. These are the only 3 that they had, but I was missing number 8. So I was super excited to find that. Love the finds at home. I didn't have this one, and their books are only 50 cents each. So I just had to get these and add them to the collection because I love her books so much. And then I found this beautiful sugar bowl, and this is so pretty. Look at the handle. I have a teapot very similar to this, but it is a different pattern, although the lid and the handles look very similar. And I thought this would be so pretty paired with that teapot if I decide to keep it, if it looks good next to it. But this was only $1.99, which is such a good price for a piece like this. It doesn't have a stamp, but it's just such a pretty piece. And then the last piece from the St. Teresa thrift store is this beautiful pie plate. Look at the florals on this, so beautiful. This is like my dream pie plate. Perfect size for a quiche, and I have really been needing another one of these because a lot of times I'll make 2 pies or 2 quiches at once, and then I don't have an extra pie dish to do them both at the same time. So I thought this was the perfect one. I've been holding out until I found one I really loved, and this one I feel like is just perfect for our little cottage kitchen, and it was only $4.99, which is such a good price. That is my little pie plate find. So I'm gonna put all of this back in here and then we will get on into our Goodwill finds. The first thing I grabbed from Goodwill is this large canvas tote bag. It says "Be Nice." I love this so much. I'm normally not drawn to orange, but I thought it was so pretty for summer, and the pattern on the front didn't really matter much because it's such a nice large sturdy tote bag, and I've been looking for one like this to take when I go thrifting that I can stick large books in and even dishes wrapped up and things like that. I've really been trying, not only when I go to the grocery but also when I go out thrifting, to bring all of my tote bags with me. That way I'm not bringing home a ton of plastic bags each time. It just feels so wasteful when I bring home so many. And this trip I was so excited. I didn't bring home a single plastic bag. I used my totes, and whatever wouldn't fit in the tote I just carried like some of the books, and it was just so nice. And then I didn't have all that waste once I got back home. So when I saw this large tote, I immediately knew that I wanted to pick this up for only 99 cents. Such a good price, and I'm just gonna get so much use out of this, and I love it. So that was the first find. And then I'll get out some of the books, and we will do books and movies next because I found books and movies that I'm so excited about for this haul. And I'm not sure also if I'm gonna do a styling portion in this haul, just because so many of the pieces that I got are things that I'm just gonna be using. For example, like this tote bag. The books I'm just gonna read, the movies we'll watch. Some of the dishes I'm just going to be using in the kitchen, and glasses and things like that. So I don't know if I'll do a styling portion unless I end up styling something that I'm just really excited about. Then I will add that in at the end, but I just wanted to mention that because I think this might just be a thrift with me and haul with no decorating clips. But anyway, love that Goodwill find. And now let's get into the books. I actually kind of want to share the garden books first, and then I'll get into these. But look at these beautiful, beautiful spring and gardening books. I'm so excited about these finds. So the first one here just really grabbed my attention because of the beautiful green, and I love the gold on it. So pretty. And it is a book all about camellias, which I thought was just so beautiful, and it has some gorgeous images in here. Look how pretty. I love to find old books all about botanicals, certain types of flowers and herbs and things like that. So I just love this so much for only 99 cents. And then, speaking of books all about like plants and florals and things like that, I found this Magic of Medicine and Plants, which is everything that I love. So excited about this. And this has hundreds of different types of plants and all of their uses. So excited about that. And then I found two gardening books, and this is, they're both called the Encyclopedia of Gardening, but this is the second version and the third. So they each are full of different plants and vegetables. And how pretty are the covers of these with all the different images. And then here's this one. And then I found this book of flower arranging. They had a lot of really beautiful gardening and flower books on this day, but I just picked my absolute favorites because I didn't want to kind of be overwhelmed with too many. But this was my favorite one that they had on flower arranging. I just thought it was so pretty, and I loved not only the cover but also a lot of the images on the inside. So this is the one that I got. And then look how pretty the inside is. I just love that pattern. I just thought this was so beautiful. It has a whole section on dried floral arrangements and tips and things like that. And this is like an image of them hanging upside down to dry. Next, I found Pride and Prejudice, which I have been on the hunt for this at the thrift store for so long. I didn't want to purchase it new. I wanted to thrift it. I was determined. And when I saw this yesterday sitting there on the shelf at Goodwill, I was like, yes, 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 finally. And originally from Barnes & Noble, it's just so exciting when you hold out and then you finally find that thrift find that you've been wanting and looking for such a good price. I have been wanting to find Keep a Quiet Heart by Elizabeth Elliot. I wanted to hold out, and I was so excited when I spotted this on the Goodwill shelf because I just can't wait to read this. I feel like it is going to be so good for the mind and the soul, and just to really read her perspective and get a lot of wisdom from this. So okay, that is it for the book category, and now I will move on into the movies that I found. I found Where the Red Fern Grows. This is my husband's favorite childhood movie, and I really love to try to have on hand a copy of our favorite classic movies, at least our most favorite movies that we love, because I find that so often the good classics that we love are just not on any of the streaming services, and then if we want to watch it, then we'll have to rent it for $5 or $6. And so I would just love to find and be able to thrift our favorite movies to always have on hand, and then we can pop it in the DVD player whenever we want to watch it and we have it. So I picked up this because this has been something that we've been wanting to watch and I have not been able to find it, so I was excited to see this. And then I also found Persuasion, which I also have seen but I don't have a copy of, and I just love this so much. Again, it's another Jane Austen film, and I just really wanted to have the DVD of this on hand to be able to watch it whenever I want, because every time that I'm in the mood to watch it, I usually have to rent it because it's not on any of the streaming services. So I was excited about those two DVD finds, and now we will get into all of the other fun goodies. So let me grab some of the dishes. Okay, now we will get into like the dishes and baskets and decor pieces. I still cannot believe this pottery mug find, this beautiful Roseville, Ohio piece. These are pretty hard to find, so I just could not believe this was just sitting there in Goodwill for only $1.99. I love the blue stripes. This is just so cottage. It's such a good, classic, nice quality pottery mug. This was $3.59. And it says Mayotte, England on the bottom. And then I found this, and in our family we love to do thrifted gifts. It's something we started doing within the past year, and it is just the most fun ever to hunt for a gift for someone that is thrifted, that is just going to be so meaningful. And I just feel like you put so much more like time and effort into finding the perfect piece to gift someone you love when you thrift it. Being in a family of thrifters who all love to thrift, it's just so exciting to find the piece, see their reaction, and then they get so excited to see what you were able to find, and then it's just a whole circle of just so much fun. So I highly encourage that if you have never tried to thrift a gift for someone before you go out and buy something new, just to see what exciting treasure you might be able to find them. And most of the time I find that it's something that is more meaningful, that they're really going to use, and that they just really appreciate more with it being secondhand, at least again just from my experience. But I have been on the hunt for, I know like Mother's Day and Father's Day is coming up soon, so those are kind of the things that I am keeping an eye out for, because that's the thing, you do need to kind of be prepared ahead of time and already ready to look for pieces. Because a lot of times, you know, it's just harder to find something at the last minute, and it's fun to hunt for it over time and then put it away for that holiday or birthday that's coming up. So with all that being said, that long explanation, but I just wanted to explain why I picked up this piece. I found this made in England, beautiful nice quality, no chips, no crazings, little stoneware coffee cup that is going to be so perfect for Father's Day. And my dad loves old cars, so I just thought this was so beautiful. I had to get it. Made in England, and I know he's gonna love this. I have thrifted him several mugs in the past, and they're always his favorite, and he'll like send me a little picture of him drinking out of it the next day. He just always appreciates the mugs that I find. So for only 99 cents, I cannot wait to surprise him with this for Father's Day. And then that's just a piece that I'll put back, and then I can like thrift little things or find things to go with it over time. But I already have like a good start on the little gift basket or whatever that I'll put together for Father's Day. So that's exciting. And then next I found this little glass Wexford creamer. I love these glass Wexford creamers. This one was only $1.79, which is such a good price. I found this beautiful Wexford glass serving bowl, and this is in perfect condition. There are no chips anywhere in this. It is so pretty, and it was only $4.99. And this is just so perfect for summer barbecues and parties, things like that. We always make potato salad, and I was thinking this would be the perfect bowl to serve that in for cookouts this summer, or perfect as a salad bowl to put that in for upcoming parties. I'm just thinking so much in that area. Recently, with it being such beautiful weather, I know we're gonna have some fun little cookouts and things like that coming up. We just love to do that in the spring and summer, and I'm already thinking like for a beautiful Mother's Day lunch or party or something like that, this would just be beautiful with even like a fruit salad or a layered salad or dip. I have tons of serving plates and trays and platters, but I was kind of missing in my collection lots of serving bowls to hold things like that. You could even put chips in this. There's just so many things you could serve out of it, and it's such a beautiful vintage piece. So I was excited about that. I can't wait to use that coming up soon and have that in our kitchen. And then I found this, which I have had one of these before, but it was the smaller version, and I was excited to find this large mason jar with the handle because it's perfect for, again, spring and summer. A lot of this is just very spring and summer themed, not only for hosting but also just to use around the house and spring reads and things like that. So that's kind of my idea behind this for summer smoothies and lemonades and things like that. Oh my gosh, I recently made strawberry sweet tea, and I have never had that before. I've always like heard of it but never thought to make it, and I used fresh strawberries. It was so delicious, and when I saw this I immediately thought how delicious some strawberry sweet tea would be in this huge mason jar. I just love how much it holds. I found this little mushroom mug or little soup bowl, and we used to have a ton of these growing up. I just think they're precious, and I have never spotted the mushroom one. I have seen like all of the other soups and styles of these, but I have never seen the mushroom one, and I thought it was just the cutest, most cottage themed little soup bowl ever. So I had to get this little cream of mushroom bowl for 99 cents. How cute is this? I love anything like mushroom themed. And then I found a McCoy mixing bowl. This is like the small size for $3.99. I love these pink and blue striped pieces. I love the florals on these, so perfect for spring. And there was just two of them. And then I found this bag of paper candles at Goodwill for $3.99, and I got it mainly for these because I just thought these were so beautiful. I have never seen pearl tapers before, but those are gonna be so pretty for spring. I just love these, and I'm pretty sure that the ones in this box are pearl as well, but it's hard to tell. So I'm gonna open these really quick and see. Yes, these are brand new, still in the plastic. 4 beautiful pearl taper candles. So now I have 6 of them. How beautiful would these be with some beautiful crystal candle holders and little bows tied around them for spring? I just can envision it, and I cannot wait to find a spot for those. And then the green would also be very pretty for spring or even Christmas. So I just thought that was such a good deal and a nice set for $3.99 for all of these. And then, as you saw in the shop with me, I pulled out this beautiful Currier and Ives tray. I love this autumn scene. I have this in several different pieces because I just think it's precious. I love the pumpkins and the apples, and it's just such a pretty piece and tray. And this was only 99 cents. It didn't have a price on it, but she charged me 99 cents, which I thought was a really good deal for that. And then now for the baskets, we're gonna end it off with all of the fun little baskets that I found because I'm excited about these. The first one is this really pretty basket with the gorgeous red gingham or red plaid on the inside. How perfect for a spring party. I just love this so much for your little napkins and your utensils. It was only $2.99, and I am going to be putting this to use very soon. I cannot wait. It's just so pretty. And then if you watched my last video, which definitely check that out if you haven't already, it was a whole spring thrift with me. So kind of similar to this, we went thrifting and then I shared with you what I found, but I found a lot of really pretty spring pieces. So if you're needing some spring thrifting inspiration, then definitely check out that video. But I found a large basket that is in the same style as these for a spot that I was going to use for organization, and this was $1.99. I love the square size. These just are so narrow and they fit perfect inside of drawers, so that is why I love them. And then this one does have a little stain, but I'm gonna try my best to scrub that out. It was $1.99 as well, and it's a little bit smaller than the last one I thrifted. So I have like the large, medium, and small now, and I just think they are so nice. I don't know why I love these so much, but I just love a good vintage basket and being able to organize in a pretty way with them. And then I almost forgot, I have 2 more pieces down here I almost forgot to grab, but these were such an exciting find. I know I've said that like 100 times, but just cannot believe some of these Goodwill finds. So I found 2 incredible gold frames. How pretty are these? They're the perfect size, the perfect shade of like this antique gold, and the pattern on them is like this really pretty floral. I just love these. I could not believe I almost didn't even walk over to the picture frames because so often I just don't find anything, so I almost just skipped right around it and went on. But I was like, well, I'll go back and try to see if I can find anything over in that section. And I spotted these immediately, and I was like, there is no way I just found these gold frames at Goodwill for only $3.99. They're identical, and I just love them so much. So that is everything. That is all of my Goodwill finds from this week. I hope that you enjoyed seeing all these fun pieces and kind of like my ideas for them. in case you need ideas of what to do with some of the pieces that you see while you're out thrifting, or maybe inspire you of something new to look for. I hope that you have enjoyed coming along with me today and seeing everything, and let me know in the comments down below what was your favorite thing that I found on this whole thrifting trip. I would absolutely love to hear. Again, thank you for being here. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye, friends.